Good evening. This is Anka Metcalf with TradeOutloud.com, and this is my market outlook, and it's also my swing trade report for the week starting with November 14th, 2016. Right now, it's 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'm taking a look at the markets, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. And I just want to show you real quick what I'm looking at. Okay, I'm looking at the future indices as of right now, and the future indices are rallying. All-time high registered right now about a few minutes ago in YM, about 30 minutes ago. New high 18,899 new high. Most probably tomorrow we're going to have a gap up in the market. Let's take a look at ES, and this is the E-mini S&P 500. ES is rallying higher. You can see right now that it's trying to challenge the prior high, and this is from last week at 2180. It's still looking very bullish. We're getting a lot of consolidation at this point, and we have room to continue higher, so it's very, very bullish. Let's take a look at NASDAQ, because NASDAQ was a little bit weaker last week following that weakness that happened in the market, and you can see right here, this is all that Google and Facebook and Amazon and Netflix and everything that rallied in the wrong direction. We're bullish. We're continuing to be bullish. 4681 is support level right here from which we're bouncing, and we're hitting resistance at 4780, but we're looking higher. So going back to our ETFs, to the Qs, we are going to have a gap up. So we're going to look higher. I'm going to go back to the daily chart. We're going to go higher. If we break above 116.28, which most likely we're going to gap up, we're going to probably gap up to 116.60 or even 117. And if we're going to get gap up, remember, trade in the directional bias, trade with the strong directional bias higher. We're looking for 118. We're looking for a prior high of 119 and 119.66. We're still very much bullish. Double bottom right here, launch pad for price, even for the Qs. Let's take a look at the SPYs. The SPYs are slightly higher and more bullish than the Qs. So we have support at 215.30. We have a secondary level of support at 212.28, and we have the third level of support right here at 208.35, and we actually have an ascending 200 right here that is cradling price from which it bounced really nicely on election day. So we're breaking the highs. On Thursday, we broke above these highs, and it's only natural for the price to hover a little bit into this area, because once we break the high, we need a little bit of time to digest the zone before continuing higher. Nonetheless, we're looking very, very bullish right now in the SPYs. You saw earlier the S&P 500 future indice, which is higher. So most likely we're going to gap up probably 117 around this area, 117 and change. This is only going to propel price higher. So I'm going to look tomorrow. I'm going to continue my bullish bias. Okay, so what's in store? Guys, I just wanted to show you real quick a trade that we called in our newsletter, Bank of America, and we call this trade right here at $16.50. Look at this dynamic move. We had a last target at $18, but guess what? It kept on going, and we're still in the trade. We are trailing this trade. Monster moves. We had phenomenal trades moving forward. I just want to share some trades with you and some things that some symbols that we're looking at for continuation for this week. We're looking at Microsoft. Okay, so we're looking at Microsoft MSFT. Here it is. Okay, so we're looking at Microsoft basing right here. Beautiful area of support at $58. Launch pad into 59. And actually, if we're going to consolidate tomorrow, and if we're not going to gap up to $60, I'm going to look to buy this at $59 and probably place a stop below $58. It has a really nice trajectory, very bullish, and I think a continuation higher into $60.50, even $61.37, and there are additional prices for higher for Microsoft all the way into $64 for medium and long term. So this is going to be on my radar. This is also going to be a trade that is going to be fantastic for window dressing, but I'll leave that for later. Okay, R is also a stock that is on our watch list with support from the gap up at $25.80. And the way it is behaving is very, very bullish right here. So we're going to look for a potential buy off the hourly chart with a continuation higher into $29 and $30. And this is Taser. PAYX is another stock that had a really beautiful run on Friday. However, I'm looking for a little pullback in PAYX and PAYX. It hit this resistance area right here at $56.70, and I wanted to push a little lower into 56 or 56 and change, but small change in order to take it higher. I'm looking for targets into 58, 59, 60, 61, and $62. This is going to be a beautiful trade if it should pull back. If it continues higher, I'm not going to chase the trade, but I would really like it closer to the $56 area so I have less of a risk in the trade. McDonald's, looking very interesting, is trying for the first time to reverse this trend on the daily chart. And as you can see here, we made this high on Wednesday, challenging the prior high, but also trading above the prior high, which is very interesting because it might change the trend. So I'm looking for $115 right here. If it breaks $115, I'm interested in a long position, and my targets are going to be 116, 118, and all the way into the 120 area. So McDonald's, keep it on your radar, guys, and keep watching it every day. But remember, I want it into the 115 area. I want it with confirmation, so I'm not just going to get in. XRT is the last symbol that I'm going to show you tonight, and it's looking really, really strong. It's challenging the prior resistance area, and also XRT I would like on the pullback. Remember, this is the ETF for retailers, so retailers are very strong. And had I told you that we had a trade in GPS, oh my gosh, I'm not bragging, but guys, GPS, beautiful breakout right here. We had it at $27 and it's trading right now at $29, and it's still going strong. You know what our final target is? $30.60. So that's our final target for medium term. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign off now, and I wish you all have a very profitable trading week. If you're interested in our swing trading class, feel free to email me at info@tradeoutloud.com for more information, or you can visit our website. It is tradeoutloud.com/swing, and you can find out more there. Hope you all have a very profitable trading week, and I'll see you guys next week.